Instead of play the Scandinavian defense, like you play it with black, and after it's a response to e4, and here the Scandinavian is d5. And taking is white's best move. Other sidelines are possible, but no one plays them really. And here, like mainland Scandinavian, you take back right away. But I've never really liked this because I don't like playing this position. So instead, my recommendation is knight f6, the modern variation of the Scandinavian. And here is a couple ways of playing. They're best, like if they play knight to c3, which is a very common move. I don't know why it says that. What kind of defense? It's not. You take back. And here, if white takes back right away, well, congratulations. You have congratulations, they're an idiot. Now you have a Scandinavian, but there's no knight to kick out your queen. So I far prefer black's position here. Their better move is bishop to c4. And here you don't move your knight back and be passive. You play c6. Queen to f3 is their best move here. Or most tricky. Trying to checkmate on f7 and put more pressure on your knight. Here what you're going to play is knight back to f6. And if they play something random like this, then you attack the queen. And after it moves over, then you play e6. If they attack your bishop, you move it. And after something like castles, you play knight b to d7, and the idea being you want to play this, and try and put pressure, and just bishop d7, undoing the pin. And after the developer sign, just castle. And this is incredibly solid. Like white cannot break through black's position. And like if they play something like this, here you can actually take. And even though your queen gets a discovered attack, you just move it over here. And look at this. White has two c pawns. And c2 is actually hanging. White's has literally nothing. They have no way through your position. And if they're not careful and play something random, you can actually play this. And now they're forced to play this, and yeah, you have the bishop pair, and just trying to attack white. So that's why knight c3 isn't very good. Like another move here is c4, like trying to be greedy, and I actually have played this before realizing how bad of an idea it was. Here you play e6. And if white takes, this is basically their only good move, is they're greedy. They're going to try and hang on to their extra material. Take back with the bishop. And like even though you're down a pawn, you have two pieces out. c4 is weak, and you're just going to put a giant amount of pressure on white. And like let's say knight f3, and you play knight c6. They develop their knight, and you bring out your bishop. Bishop e2, and here, queen d7. Actually, I think I messed it up, actually. Yeah, after this, you're supposed to play queen d7 here. And if white just tries to play like bishop e2, just take the pawn. Bishop cannot take because it is pinned to the king. And I prefer black's position here because white actually cannot castle because, congrats. Wait. Yeah, that didn't happen. Like, and black has the advantage. Black's actually up a bunch of material. Yeah, they're up a bishop and a rook. And yeah, this game's just over. So that's why white cannot castle. Like, they have to play this, And what you're gonna do here, like, you're just gonna bring out your knight. And if white castles, just trade. You get a whole bunch of trades, then play bishop to e7. And here, like, black, I prefer black's position because look at this. Material is equal, but look at white's bishop. This is not a 3-point bishop. I say it's like two, like maybe one. I'm gonna be generous and call it a 1-point bishop. And also, your structure is extremely solid. White has a weakness on d2. That's why bishop to e2 is not good. Like, their better move here is queen to e2. And here, do not take that, because then you lose a piece. What you're going to play instead is you're going to develop your knight. And here, knight c3. Black's best move here. That is so rare, because not a lot of people know it. Bishop f5. And after this trade, and it's like bishop to e2 trying to castle, guess what? You're not castling. You gotta deal with that first. Like, white basically has to move their king over, because it's the only way to defend that square. And here, you long castle. Let's say something like a3. I say you just attack the rook. And if you move the rook over, well, this can get pretty bad, because now their rook's directly in a discovered attack. Like rook to e8. So then rook e1. No, wait, what? Wait. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I got it. I've almost got it. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, if instead of rook e1, like white puts something like a3, I guess, trying to attack your bishop, what you play here is you play this. And now their pawn's hanging, so they have to defend it. And just look at this. Like, sure, you're down a pawn, but look at white's pieces. What are they doing? Like, how is the white's dark squared bishop gonna get out? How? Because you can't. It's like, I don't know, just something. I'm just gonna play a random move. Just demonstrate. You can't even get your pieces into the game. You can't even get your pieces into the game. Like, Buck's just winning. That's why. Like, one more tricky line is this check. After you block, white tries to hang on to the pawn. Here, what you play is bishop to g4. You're attacking white's queen, and here, if they block with a knight or something, you just take. And if they attack, you rotate your queen over to h5 and put a bunch of pressure, something like castles. Bring your knight out. d3, long castle. White brings out the bishop, I guess. e6. And their queen's actually stuck, because then this is very bad for white. Like, something like this. This game's just over. If you try and trade queens, you attack that. You attack that, and yeah. How does white even survive here? This is the only move. But like, and here from here you can just play this, and they have to be extremely careful that they just don't lose immediately. Like something like this, and look at this. White's king is wide open. Like, I'm pretty sure they have to move their king over, but yeah. Queen takes h2 is mate. Their queen's hanging. I would just resign immediately. Like, not only that, the threat of queen takes h2 is annoying to stop. So, that's why like bishop. That's why bishop d5 check isn't very good. And here, like White's best move is d4. This is the modern. This is White's best move. And here you play bishop to g4. This is the Portuguese variation, and things are pretty dangerous. After this, you play bishop f5, and the most common move by far is c4. Like, you're trying to hang on to the pawn. What you play is e6. White takes, and here, instead of taking back and being passive, you play knight to c6. This looks horrible, because they can just take and force you to move your king. Yeah, but you just do not care. Because now your king's out of the way. Like, before, your king was actually in the way of all your pieces. Like, now like, you can play bishop b4, rook e8, this game's just over. Like, I'm pretty sure White's best move is knight to e2, and in my opinion on this, if anyone plays this move below, like, 2,000, report them for cheating. Like, just give this check, or something like that. Like, this check just doesn't work or something. It's like this, and yeah. Makes it even worse. I'm pretty sure White has to sack the queen to survive. And they're forced to have 2 pieces and some pawns for the queen. That just proves like how poisonous the Portuguese gambit is. Like, if they play this, then rook e8, and like this, it looks very nice. Like, it's only like a3. Like, I'm pretty sure White's best move here is king f2, but again, same with knight e2. If anyone plays this under 2,000, report them for cheating. And yeah, like, well, like, this check is dangerous unless your opponent plays knight e2. But if they do play knight to e2, what you're gonna play? Bishop d6. Which for us to develop and be normal, you attack them. Try and do this, then you bring your knight in. Rook c1, like, and just look at this. Like, h6, just kick the bishop out, and they can't take back with the knight because it's pinned to the king. And from here, you just go. Yes, like, king g6 looks pretty nice, but engine doesn't like it. Maybe king g7. Oh, no, I don't want to go to explore. Like, from here, like, the attack just rages on. Like, you actually have this. Yeah, that's another poisonous trap, even if they know the move knight to e2. And the Portuguese gambit is very dangerous. And here, White's best move is actually pawn to g4. What you're going to do, you must retreat your bishop to g6. And now, if White plays c4, you still play e6 like normal. And if they take, then yeah, this is very similar to the Portuguese gambit. You can play it in a very similar way. Like, it is a bit more dangerous for you, but it should still work out similarly, because White has no development, so they have no way to attack your king. Like, their best move is knight to c3, after which you take. And I guess just get a mass trade. After which, like, I'm pretty sure you're not down any material. 6 pawns. And you have the lead in development. If they try one annoying check, just block with the bishop, and you're fine. This is how dangerous Portuguese gambit gets. Like, I highly recommend the modern Scandinavian instead of the main line, because, like I said, I just don't like this. Like, that's where I'm going to leave you guys. Hope you like the Scandinavian guide. See you next time.